Shalom, shalom. What is today? January 19th? Yep, 2022. Okay? This is a Babylon review. But first, I want to address something outright. Okay? Outright. The third seal, the effects of the third seal we're seeing now with inflation. Okay? We're seeing that right now. And it's going to continue. Now, they got it under control as far as the U.S. goes, but it's about to get out of hand. And it's going to get out of hand for three reasons, okay? The first reason is oil supply, okay? A lot of places are opening back up, at least here in the West. So the demand for oil will be an ebb and a flow. You know, it'll increase some and decrease some, and that will have the markets trying to figure out what the demand is for the supply. Okay, we are in a global recession. Okay, because there are a lot of places that are not manufacturing goods and bringing things online. Okay, bringing products and services online, especially in China. Okay, and that's where a lot of goods are imported from to the United States. It's from China. Now, luckily, we still got some type of food system going on, but there's shortages of truckers. So you should be looking to see how you can be local, look local, network with your fellow neighbors. Okay, those who may be in the know, where these goods and services are available. Okay, don't wait till the last minute to know when there's emergency, because that's not good planning. You know, you don't want to be stuck in an emergency and now you run around trying to find out where's the local butcher at, where is the local farmer at. You don't want these situations. If you are stuck in the city, you should be prepared. Okay, you should be prepared if you're stuck in the city. I don't need to tell you what you should be prepared for, because if you've been through these 2 years of pandemic, you should have some type of survival skill going on in your mind. All right, and if you're not working, you should find some work to do. Okay, you should find some work to do if you are able. All right, because as things get um, further out in the debt markets, as the scales are being rebalanced in the monetary system, a lot of businesses are going to be closed. Okay, a lot of businesses didn't make it, and when they open back up, they may not make it, because if the money don't come off the sideline, we don't have the movement of money in the or the movement of currency in the system, then exchanging hands with businesses and people, workers, if it's not exchanging hands, then that becomes what is known as a recession, and it can even go into a depression. And it's looking like that we are going into a global depression. Okay, but the fourth seal is definitely open. Okay, you will not see the mark of the beast until after the fourth seal. Okay, this is my opinion. I'm staking it on it from what I've seen, what I'm looking at. You won't see it until after the effects of the fourth seal are felt. Okay, and the situation with Ukraine, Belarus, um, Georgia, the Donbass, all in that area, Xinjiang, China, is getting real hot. Okay, but I don't think that's going to be the spark. I think Putin has really got a measured outlook on what he will do. But I don't think that the United States is prepared to not do what they're going to do. Okay, and that's going to poke the bear. Okay, not the panda bear, the Russian bear. Okay, they're going to poke that bear. How are they going to do that? With the Nord Stream pipeline. This is about about oil again, the Nord Stream pipeline is funneling through Ukraine. It funnels through Germany, and some parts of Poland as well. And for the United States, oil to the United States, no one can replace Russia when it comes to oil. Even the United States is importing oil from Russia. Okay, and they talking about some drastic measures they want to do, and I don't think it's going to go down quite how they think they're going. I don't think what they thinking it through. Okay, the consequences that will come from them either kicking Russia out of the SWIFT system, which is a international payment system for governments on the world stage, like the Cash App for government bodies. If they kick them out of that system, or if they delay the Nord Stream pipeline certification, because they took a lot of time and a lot of resources for them to get these pipes laid to be able to supply them. It's been some winter storms. They still got to get through the winter, but I'm telling you, springtime is the time that I'm seeing that things may unfold. Okay, especially in the markets, because they are saying that the supply chain won't be back to normal for another 2 years. Okay, for another 2 years. So you're gonna have to get what you can when you can, and be able to do like I was telling you before. If you gotta cut back on your meals, eating a whole meal, saving, portioning out your meals so that you can be content in your fasting, because this is definitely a time of fasting. Okay, definitely a time of fasting and famine, and not a time of feasting. What else I want to say? Oh, back to this is a little. It's called the Alpha House Gospel. I paid $5 for it. Maybe you can see the EIN down there, but you could probably find it. You probably could even get it for free now, through PDF. But if you can get you a copy of this, what is this? This is the words of the Messiah in a little book. Instead of you having to go through the Bible back and forth, or trying to find certain topics and subjects, this has the words of Messiah in a little book where you can just go to each book of the gospel and read all the words of the Messiah from out of that book, all in one little handy pocketbook. Okay, it's called the Alpha House Gospels. Okay, it's a good book to have, especially during this time, so that you can read the words of the Messiah, especially if you are asking for the Holy Spirit, and you can be baptized and be discipled properly by the words of the Messiah. Okay, Alpha House Gospels. Okay, but more importantly, remember what I said. You see these missiles popping off? Don't be afraid to call on the name of Yeshua. And I mean literally call on the name of Yeshua. Yeshua! That's what I'm talking about, okay? Prayer still works. Singing and praising still works. And fellowshipping. Now for your personal sense, skills, trade, and friends, okay? Or networking. Skills, friends, and trade, okay? And food, clothing, and shelter are the staples of the day. So if you're going to sell anything, sell something that has to do with food, clothing, and shelter, right? If you have to, if you're going to labor, you need to labor into something that will have that will be a skill or trade, or it's in a network of food, clothing, and shelter. Okay, those are the things, the mindset that you should have as we walk through these seals. Okay, I'm hoping that we don't see war here soon, but it's looking very imminent. Okay, and I didn't even touch on Iran. That's the hot point that I'm looking at, because they want to get the revenge for General Soleimani. Okay, they really want to have their revenge on the United States for assassinating General Soleimani. That's my 10 minutes of your time. I appreciate it. Shalom, shalom.